Hi everyone, this is Yi Ming and welcome to my thesis presentation. So first I'm going to introduce my thesis statement. Humans have evolved into intelligent creatures and have been using tools since the Stone Age. We make the tools and the world constantly changing, while the world actually pushes us into conditions that we are being passive. So based on that, my thesis explores new relationships between human and tool. So in the first project, I started to think about how we are being passive living in the world. And here I found a really simple example that I really had bad posture when I was working. So I started to think about how tools could be effective in this case. And then I made the first prototype. It's literally a neck brace to help myself keep a good posture and protect myself from neck pain. And next, I started to speculate, what if I change the relationship between myself and the neck brace? I made the second prototype. It's designed to connect it to human neck through surgery. It's simulate the structure of human neck vertebra, the neck bone, and the soft tissue. I tried to wear it when I was working and see how I could feel if I really had this kind of surgery. And for the third step, I totally went crazy that I designed a series of little muscles on the neck bone, and the people are born with this kind of muscles. So through these three, the first step, the neck brace is something on people. The second, the cultivated organ, the cultivated neck bone is something in people. And the third one is of people, like people born with it. So after I established this kind of simple theory, I tried to bring it to the next project. So in the second project, I directly moved into hand tool. I recorded some interesting video about people working in the studio. I had some interesting insights that people often have repeated movements or unnecessary movements when they are working with tools, especially when they are switching tools. Honestly, it's not necessary to be a real problem in the world today. But imagine, what if we live in a world like this? What if this is the future hand exists in the world? Then the previous insights goes from normal things into contradiction. I started to not go that further, but still speculate the future tool. I made my hands into a toolkit and trying to do some simple work and see how I feel. It actually gave me a perception of how the future hand tool could be. And then I went into the next step. I molded my hand and modified it with some screwdriver and little pieces of knife and had it roleplay and recorded it. So the previous two projects provides me a sense of how the future speculative world could be. But they also told me that when I tried to go even further, even more speculative, the real tests are being less effective. So when I went into the next project, I chose orthotic and prosthetic products as my target product because they are directly related to human body and they are perfect to wear and do some test. I made a finger cut for a finger fracture and a prosthetic finger as an example of a prosthetic product. Through these two products, I'm looking for the possibilities about changing the relationship between humans and tools. So I did some tests to explore that, like how possible that people could feel these fake body parts be real. In these experiments, there are really several moments that the participants thought the fake prosthetic fingers are real. So based on that insight, I started to think about how do people really feel a product alive. I started to consider mask as my next project. In this mask project, I thought about how to make it real growing on human body. And I also tried to brought the real circumstances that we are suffering at this point into this project. So the mask is made of three parts: the outer respiratory system, the tegaderm, and the filter layer. The outer respiratory system, which is the main functional part in this mask, is an artificial biosystem based on the future synthetic biology lab. It is a respiratory tract system with an immune system. So for its users, it filters the particulates in the air, blocks the impurities like the droplets, and most importantly, it catches the bacteria and virus in the air, perform an immune reaction, and it may die in the end. So it is a one-off organ with hours of lifetime. The biological character is that there is small cilium on the respiratory tracts. When the world is being microscopic, it's being vast. And for the next, I'll definitely continue learning the speculative philosophy and keep it in the rest of my life. I'll also try to bring my thesis experience to my career, and I'll continue exploring theories and digital tools to assist my post-thesis design. Thank you for watching.